Alright guys, so today I figured we'd do something a little bit different. The holidays are coming up, so there's so many different people you probably have to buy for, and there's so many different gifts out there. Some are just awful, and then there are some that I think are really good that a lot of people may not know about. And so this video is just kind of focusing in on some of the products that I think is worth checking out. And I also figured since it's the holidays, let's just do a huge giveaway where one winner is just going to win a whole lot of stuff. But by the end of the video, I'll explain all of those instructions, but let's go ahead and check out some of the different gift ideas. All of these items that I'm telling you guys about will have links in the description where you can check them out. So the first type of gifts I want to look at are projectors. Obviously, people are buying these huge TVs left and right, and the price of TVs have come down to the fact that it's not really ridiculous anymore. But sometimes you still want the ability to have that super large screen experience. Even if you're somebody that just likes to just game on this massive screen, a projector is always going to be a really good alternative. And so to start with, the first one we're going to look at is the M18 LED portable projector. Now right now this one is priced at $250. Now this is a full 1080p LED projector that can get up to a 300-inch display. So when people are out buying TVs that are like 70 inches, 80 inches, this one can go up to 300. Now it has all kind of connections. It has dual HDMI, has a USB, an SD card, and even a VGA input. So basically anything you want to plug into this projector, you will be able to do. Now the next projector we're going to check out is the GOODEE G500. Now this is also an LED projector, but this one's priced in at $130. Now this one is extremely portable. It even comes with a carrying case. It's just very portable, and that's extremely nice to have in a projector. Now this one is a native 720p, and the projector size on this one goes up to about 200 inches. Now the GOODEE projector has an HDMI, USB, and a VGA connection. So it doesn't have as many connections as the other projector, but it's also half as much. All right, so the next gift idea I think pretty much anybody would be happy with. And the product we're going to check out is the Dragon Touch Classic 10. And this is a Wi-Fi cloud picture frame. Now this picture frame does come in at $130, but right now it has a $10 off coupon. Now this is a 10-inch digital picture frame that if you give to, let's say, your mother or grandmother or grandparents or whatever, you have the ability when you're out taking photos, if your family's doing stuff, that you can sit there within the app and just upload it. So right away at their house with their picture frame, they're getting pictures as you're doing stuff. Now this is for a lot of people that just don't want to share a lot of stuff online and just have it where, you don't have your parents or grandparents saying that you don't share photos. This is really easy to do, and it is extremely easy to use. It also has a touch screen, so it's easy to navigate, but the picture quality is incredible, and the fact that it's just constantly updating with the newest photos, you're going to make people happy with that. So I obviously couldn't do a holiday like wish list without covering some audio products. And the first one I want to start with is my favorite wireless gaming headset of the year. And that is Corsair's Virtuoso RGB Wireless SE. Now this is a pretty pricey headset because it does come in at $210, but you're getting 7.1 surround sound. You're getting one of the best built gaming headsets I've seen, and honestly one of the best mics I've ever heard on a gaming headset, let alone a wireless gaming headset. Now it does have RGB on the side where you can see Corsair's logo light up. The memory foam on the ear pads are some of the most comfortable that I've used, and I've even been using these to watch movies with my iPad and with the laptop simply because it uses a USB dongle. So it has a 2.4 gigahertz connection. It's very stable, very solid, and especially with gaming, you're getting that instant reaction. So I haven't experienced any kind of lag, and sound wise, it's just absolutely incredible. The thump in the low end, but the details that it picks up, especially with games where you want to be able to hear where everything's coming from, the Corsair Virtuoso SE is just amazing. So now let's move over to wireless gaming earbuds. Now this isn't something that I've actually covered on the channel, but I have two pair that I highly recommend, and they're from two companies that I really enjoy products from. Now the first pair we're going to look at is the One More Spearhead VR BT. Right now on Amazon you can pick these up for $33. But what makes these unique is they use dual dynamic drivers, and it even has environmental noise canceling. But the fact that it's made for games and you even have the glowing light effect on the outside of the earbuds just gives it a very unique touch. Now it has excellent audio quality with a very good mic, which is always important when you're playing games, but I think this pair could easily be used just for music and most people would be happy. So the next pair we're going to check out is from the company JLab. Now the pair we're going to check out is the JLab Play Gaming Wireless Earbuds. These are $49. But what makes these unique is they give you the option to use these wireless and wired. It even comes with a 3.5mm connection that just plugs in to the cable itself, makes them where you can pretty much use them on any of the consoles, on your PC, and even your mobile device. Now what's great about these is you're getting 11 hours of battery life, but you're also getting a 60 millisecond super low latency. So as far as using them wirelessly and having to worry about that little bit of lag with games, you will not have to worry about that with these. And on top of that, the audio quality is absolutely incredible on a pair of earbuds that are only $50. So now let's say you're looking for a gift for somebody that is into gaming, but they already have like their perfect set of headphones and you don't really know what gaming headset to buy them. You don't know, they may not even want a gaming headset. Well, the ModMic wireless microphones are a great solution for anybody looking to buy a microphone if you're already happy with the headphone that you have. We have two different models here. I have the wireless model and then I have the brand new ModMic USB. Now both models, you have the wireless one coming in at $100 where the USB one comes in at $70. And in my opinion, these are basically some of the best microphones that you can use for gaming, and it's just a nice touch that you can already use it on a pair of studio headphones because it simply just uses a little magnet that you stick onto the headphones and this simply connects, and then when you don't want to use it, just pull it off and you can barely even notice that that magnet is stuck to your headphones. Now the wireless one is using aptX to be able to broadcast your microphone. They basically found a way to reverse the aptX technology that most Bluetooth earbuds you want to hear from. Now it's turning that around and throwing your mic quality into aptX, which is giving a crystal clear sound. In fact, these are pretty much broadcast quality mics in my opinion. So now let's check out some pretty interesting Bluetooth speakers. Now I got the chance to try out the LG Boom PK7. This one you can now pick up for $127. Originally it retailed for over $200, and I think at $127 it is an absolute steal. It's very unique as far as the design goes. It is a very hefty size speaker, so it's one of those that is a bigger speaker, but that also plays into the fact that this one can get very loud. Now on top of that, it also has LED lights that simply react to the music you're listening to, and it's just a nice effect. It's not doing anything special, but I'm a sucker for lights, so this was something that drew me to the speaker in the first place. Now the speaker gets around 22 hours of battery, and the sound was enhanced by Meridian. So that allows for not only a deep bass coming out of this speaker, but the clarity is very impressive. It's not one of those just so bass heavy you're not hearing the detail in the music. This does a very good job of balancing it out. Again, for this size speaker and this kind of durability for $127 really does make this a no-brainer. Now, the next speaker I'm going to talk about is a speaker I would say that majority of you guys have probably not heard of. In fact, I hadn't heard of them when the company sent them out to me. And the speaker we're going to talk about is the Zamcol ZK202. Again, even the model number is weird, but this one comes in at $60 with 15% off right now. So you can get this speaker really cheap. But what makes this one so great is the bass. This is pretty much like having that Skull Candy Crusher type bass, but in a Bluetooth speaker that kind of even looks like a soda can, at least with the top anyway. And this is also one of the loudest speakers that I've heard in this size. So I was just completely impressed from like the first time of trying this. It vibrates because of the radiators that are on the side. It's just giving you just an impactful feel that a lot of these speakers, especially in this size, just don't do. And so the next speaker I want to tell you guys about is the Tri-Bit Stormbox. Now this is another one that's kind of designed around the UE boom type speaker. It has that, again, 360 degree style design. And to me, this one sounds very, very similar, if not better than the UE series. But the good thing about this one is it's $60 and there's a 5% off coupon. Now this one is IPX7 waterproof, so this is a speaker that you could just go out and use and not have to worry about. Now the battery life on this one, you're going to get around 20 hours of battery. And again, it's just a nice, robust sound in a very rugged style speaker. So the next speaker we're going to look at is a little bit different. Now I would say if you're interested in this one, it's going to be more for the style than the sound. And it's a mini phonograph, gramophone style speaker. So when you come in, it just has this real classy look to it. It looks like an older classic speaker, but it uses Bluetooth. It even has a USB connection. But the fact that you're having a Bluetooth audio coming out of a speaker that looks like it's from many, many years ago, it just fits to where people can use this in their decor and it not look like one of those just out of place Bluetooth speakers. Now, the other cool thing about this is it comes in a lot of different finishes. It even has a wooden style, or you can have a metallic finish, and it's just a very classic look overall. Now, as far as the sound goes, it does have two 15-watt speakers, and then it even has a 10-watt speaker that's handling your highs. It does an okay job, but if you're going to compare it to a lot of other speakers that come in at the same price range, because this does retail for $116, sound-wise you can do much better, but design-wise, this is almost as good as it gets. So now let's move on to something completely different, and we're going to check out some keyboards. Now these are keyboards for your PC or your Mac, especially if you're somebody that games, you would be interested in something like this. The first one we're going to check out is Razer's new Huntsman Tournament Edition. Now this is $130 for a keyboard that I think is super sensitive and really, really fast. I tried it for a while and it took a while to get used to because I didn't even realize that I was hitting keys that I was hitting. It was just taking the letters and just shooting them across. So if you're somebody that's playing FPS games or different kind of shooters where instead of hitting it fast, you can barely touch it and it just picks up those movements so much easier. And if you're somebody that games on PC, you'll know how important that is. Now, let alone you can also use Razer's chroma lighting, which is pretty much how my whole setup is. I love how easy it is to use within Razer software, and this one's no different. Now, it does use a USB-C connection, so it's really easy to just kind of pop off and just take with you. It's not an extremely large keyboard, but for people that are serious into PC gaming, it is a really nice option. So the next keyboard we're going to check out is the Drivo Caliber V2. Now this is a keyboard that's about 60% the size of a full-size keyboard. So this one gives the illusion that it's a lot more portable, which it is. I found that this was great to use with my laptop, especially because most laptop keys are just not as good as the ones you're used to typing on in front of a desktop. And so the Drivo Caliber V2 comes in at $46 and right now has 5% off. So you can get this keyboard fairly cheap. It also has RGB lighting, which is customizable within the keyboard. So you can just simply change the lighting just by hitting some different keys on the keyboard itself. Now, as far as for a mechanical keyboard, I love the sound of this one. It is pretty loud. So if you're somebody that's not used to mechanical keyboards, this is going to make a huge difference in what you hear while you're typing. This one also uses a USB-C connection and is even more portable than the Razer keyboard. So the next keyboard we're going to check out is a lot different than the first two. It's a more customizable keyboard and it's from the company Drop, which is formerly Mass Drop. And so the keyboard we're going to check out is the Prionic mechanical keyboard. Now, this one is a kit, so you're able to customize even the body itself along with the keys to even get the right kind of keys that you want, the right colors. They even have the option to get the halo switches. So if you're not familiar with that kind of stuff, it's something you probably want to read up on. There's a lot you can learn within keyboards that I wasn't even aware of. But the fact that you can have this very, very small keyboard, and I mean tiny, along with the colors that you want, it just gives your whole setup a very unique look. Now the price of this whole kit does come in at $170, so it is kind of pricey, but for the people that are used to this type of setup will understand the value that's in this. So now let's move over to a very interesting pair of headphones. This pair is the Shiver 3D wireless noise canceling headphone. Now this originally started as like an Indiegogo or Kickstarter that did get fully funded and now can be picked up on Amazon for about $170. Now these have excellent active noise canceling And it even has the ambient mode. So you don't have to take your headphones off to be able to hear your surroundings. But if you do take them off, it also has the sensors that will automatically pause your music. So that's features that you usually find in more expensive pair of headphones. And I would say that the noise canceling matched with the sound that comes out of these is pretty comparable to the Bose and Sony without having to spend that huge price tag. I still feel like the Bose and the Sony are a much better pair of headphones, but we're also talking about double the price. Now, another cool feature about these is it has a 3D sound mode, which is basically trying to give you the listening experience of hearing a band on stage. So it's trying to give you that live feel instead of that studio feel of coming right at you, giving you more of an open sound, and it actually does an impressive job. All right, guys, so that is my holiday gift video, a bunch of different type of products that I wanted to tell you guys about. And so now we can talk about the giveaway. I decided on the giveaway that I was going to include almost all of these products. You're going to get one of the projectors. You're going to get the Corsair Virtuoso wireless headset. I'm even going to give away the Shiver 3D noise canceling headphones, and both the wireless and USB mod mics will be included. Even going to give away all 3 keyboards, one of the smaller Bluetooth speakers, and also the mini phonograph speaker as well. And so all of this totals up to over $1,300. But really, my rules are simple. Just comment below what is your favorite Christmas gift that you've ever gotten. I use a random comment selector that just randomly selects a comment. So it really doesn't matter what your comment is, just as long as you've got a comment in the comment section for it to be able to choose. Guys, that is my video on this holiday giveaway. Again, I can't thank you enough for sticking with the channel and watching the videos, and to be able to get it to this point where I can do this type of giveaway. This is not something I would have been able to do in the beginning. I'm very humble in the fact that it's gotten to the point where I'm able to even do this. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.